do this.
So first things first.
Let's do it.
What's up with the pants?
Are we recording right now?
Yeah, it's been recording. Yeah. What's up? What's up, everyone?
Shout out to the fans.
Big shouts.
What should we call? What should we call the homies that watch?
The people that watch?
Yeah, because it's the takeaway. Takeaway.
I feel like this is something we can't just come up with on the spot.
I thought we were going to catch someone catchy,
like
but
off the bat.
I can't think of anything clever.
Also, someone told me that we say shout out too much.
I did get that too.
Did you get that?
Like,
yeah.
Why do you say shout out too much?
Someone was like, "Damn, you guys really shout out everyone, huh?"
I think it's a Kentwood thing.
Yeah,
I really think it is.
We just got people to love, man.
Yo,
whatever. Yo, shout out.
Yo, shout out to everybody.
Shout out everyone that said we said shout out too much.
So the
anyway,
pants.
what's up with the pants? You gotta explain those.
So check it. Your boy, be wearing sweats on the daily, just because I like to be comfy. I move around, So I've been looking at investigating sweats that look good other than black sweats and things. So I saw these little, this little print.
Oh, so they feel like sweats?
Yeah, they are sweats. So I was gonna wear a different shirt with it, but I couldn't find a shirt, and I gotta go. We had to get here on time and stuff. Or
dedication.
Whatever, make
Respect.
it happen. But the pants are comfy. I think I picked them up for maybe I forgot the price.
What are we doing? How much is your outfit? Pants $2,000.
Pants like $350.
Shoes a rack.
Ralph Lauren one of ones $50K. I'm like, bro, what?
$1 million outfit.
Richard Millie on my wrist. Slight ting.
Man. Did you watch that How Much Is My Outfit with Drake?
Yeah,
I think we already talked about this.
Did we talk about it?
I think so, because you were telling me that you had watched that guy like a long time ago, and that there's a slurp.
My bad for the slurp.
I'll mute it. Yeah, you said you had been watching that guy for a long time though.
Yeah, but that dude's dope. Uncommon Vlogs, whatever his vlog's name is.
Yeah, I don't like stuff like that.
Really?
Like fashion videos? Like I'm just not really into that.
Well, the way you started out was just so fanboy. Like,
oh, really?
ASAP Rocky be like walking. I'm like, yo, ASAP. Oh.
So you used to like stop celebrities.
He literally paparazzi'd it and got famous.
That's dope.
So I feel like for him to make content like that and win, like shout out to him.
Yeah, yeah.
I did watch it though. It was funny.
Yeah,
Drake?
When I found that, I started watching a bunch of his other stuff, and I was like, "Dang,
yeah, he's just in the culture."
These 16-year-old kids really dropping $10K on everything.
Mommy and daddy's money must be nice.
Imagine.
Or maybe themselves. Maybe they flipped a couple Yeezys here and there and made some bands.
All of them?
I don't know.
There's a couple of them.
But let's go back to Drake for a second.
Ooh,
the Raptors win the chip.
Yeah, should we start with basketball?
Yeah, we should start with basketball. I know you didn't like that, L.
Congrats to the Raptors.
Mr. Warriors fan over here.
First time Toronto, or a Canadian team for that matter, has won an NBA championship. We witnessed history. Kawhi Leonard's a beast.
Was it really Kawhi or was it Van Vliet?
Everything you said last week nullified, goes away. Kawhi is a superstar.
You think?
You don't?
He played good.
But people told me about they got upset listening to our segment about Kawhi.
Really?
They're like, man, Vince doesn't know anything about Kawhi or basketball. I'm like, damn.
Really?
He's a superstar, man. I
feel like what makes him a superstar?
His efficiency, for one.
Okay, so you don't. I know people are gonna hate. I know people are gonna hate me. All right, so Kawhi is probably one of the best two-way player. Is probably the best two-way player in a long time. I would say
he's
I'll give him that.
He's the best. Yeah.
The Raptors as a team already had a strong unit. Like they went to the
best defensive team.
Yeah, so him coming to that system and him being a difference maker, like I give him that. But he did win the chip, and I don't want to take anything away from him. Because I wanted the Raptors to win too, so this is a weird thing. Yeah. What I just didn't like is all this fake Kawhi bandwagon hype.
Yeah, I mean, but that comes with anything.
You know what I'm saying? Just all right, he's good, bro. Let him. You know what I'm saying? Let him be Kawhi, bro. Everyone's trying to already comparing to KD and LeBron. I just want Kawhi to prove and himself become great.
I think
the way he plays it, you know what I'm saying? You're comparing metrics that don't even make sense.
I don't think there's a comparison for him. I mean, the way I view superstars is if you're a superstar, you're a one-of-one talent. There's no one that plays like LeBron. There's no one that plays like Steph, Giannis, Harden, Kawhi, and that's why I don't think there's no comparison. But I definitely think he's a top 3 player in the NBA.
Oh yeah, I'll give him that. 100%. I think he's probably
the way I view the top players is you have to do it over a period of time. So that's why LeBron is still my number one. And then I would probably go between KD and Kawhi for second and third.
Really?
Yeah. Because mine's over a period of time.
Where was that last year when Kawhi was hurt? But where was that the year before? That's my biggest thing with everybody.
No. Like,
he
wasn't there a year ago, or 2 years ago.
So in a year, he's now top 3?
Yeah.
Or is that media hype?
I think I say it now.
Now, he did give LeBron problems on the Spurs. He did.
True. Hindsight is 20/20, but I do think prior to this year, I still would have said he's a top 10 player. I hope I would have said that. Because if not, I would have been lying.
Okay, that's fair.
But I think prior to this year, he was definitely a top 10, arguably top 5, and now he's a top 3.
For anybody who said, I don't know anything about basketball, you're probably right.
You're busy.
You're busy, bro. I watch it in there.
Back in high school, man, I used to have so much time to watch every game.
And how
I felt like I knew so much more.
All the stats. Now I just be watching the game like, yo, Kawhi's dope.
But like, you see that game last night? I'm like,
but
I saw the highlights on ESPN.
But even that game winner, though, before they went versus the Warriors, who were they? Versus Philly.
Oh.
That shot he hit.
Yeah. We already talked about that, but.
Yeah, I'm just saying, he got the lucky bounce.
Yeah.
He didn't net it like Kobe would have.
Think about like that.
He didn't net it like, you know what I'm saying? Like
we already hit on that, though.
I'm just saying, bro. So anyone who said I don't know. Like,
but you can't judge a man's year on one shot.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? He made it.
He did make it, but like he almost did it.
Yeah, that's like, what's crazy is like the NBA finals would have shifted completely different. Yeah, it probably would have been the Bucks in the finals.
And is that crazy?
Yeah.
Who would have won, Bucks or Warriors? Warriors.
I mean, if the injuries went the same way, probably the Bucks.
No.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. Because I just doubt
all they'll have
Steph can't do it alone. Steph dropped 47 and they still lost at home.
I know Steph felt like LeBron.
Man.
That's what more I gotta do?
And what's crazy is like I felt it from the other side because I always witnessed LeBron drop 40, 10 and 10 and then lose. And I was like, oh trash. Man, that sucks.
He's not clutch.
I feel for LeBron.
Why is nobody coming at Steph for that?
I don't know.
It's whispers.
What's this? Kendrick Perkins was talking about that today on, I think it was First Take or something like that. He was saying, why does Steph always get a pass? Because he didn't play well game 5, or what was it, game 6, the final game.
He didn't show up.
And he missed the game-winning shot potentially.
It was hard.
Yeah, and it was a tough shot.
People kept falling out.
But the thing is,
he got scared.
The thing with Steph is that what he does to a game doesn't always reflect on the stat sheet. Most of the time it does. Yeah. But the fact that he always gets a double team, you have to press on him. Every screen you have to go over. That opens up the floor for so many other things. And so, like, if he's off, it's probably because he's pitching it to Clay and Clay's going off. Like, that's typically what happens.
True.
It's like Steph isn't scoring well. It's because Clay's picking up like he did in that game. I think he had 25 before
and he was doing
hurt.
a lot too. Like
he was active.
I saw like when he was getting double teams going through his bro. Like
he tries.
But he's being flashy with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We get it.
But hang on.
Because
you're on the biggest stage.
Wait. I get it.
Go ahead.
Curry has something to prove.
He does.
Because people are like, he can just shoot. And like, I always said from the beginning, like, yo, Curry has some really great defense and some crazy handling skills. Like, the man's can shoot too.
Yeah.
But don't like.
I wouldn't give him great on defense. I'd give him solid.
His steals are I like his little steals.
Sometimes. But the thing is like, are those steals valuable if people can blow by you? You know? Like, if you get a steal one...
He does have no speed for real.
He doesn't have speed, like, laterally. Like, you can blow by him pretty much. And that's why Clay typically will guard the best player on the court if it's a guard player.
How does Clay do it, bro?
Clay's
he runs the whole game.
Clay doesn't get enough shine.
They better give him that big contract.
I hope so. If I'm the Warriors, this is like
this is a whole
different conversation. Like, what do the Warriors do?
You do anything in your power to keep Clay.
Yeah.
And you tell KD...
If he wants to stay, he's got to take a cut, pay cut. Or, I mean, if you can get both of them to take a pay cut, I don't know how much money they're going to have next year in terms of, like, salary. But if you can get both of them for, like, 20, 25 mil and get both of them to take a cut, I think they might do it because they understand that next year they're basically getting paid to sit on the couch.
They're like a year out.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
About. Oh, KD for sure.
Clay probably. The ACL takes a long time.
Yeah.
You know.
And my knee's still messed up.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
LeBron better win a chip this year. That's all I'm saying.
Man, we didn't even... Yeah, Anthony Davis to the Lakers.
Oh, I
shocked the world. In my opinion...
I thought it was a bad trade.
I was going to say the same thing. In my opinion, it was a bad trade. You gave up too much.
You gave Pelicans a whole squad.
Who do you have? You have like $20 million now. You have 6 players on your roster and $20 million to do for next season. What are you gonna do?
I saw a rumor they're gonna get CP3.
Rondo's gonna be your starting point guard.
They said they were just trying to get CP3.
They can't afford him, dude. He's what is he? $35 million a season. They can't afford him.
They pay him too much, bro.
They're gonna have to trade LeBron if they want Chris Paul. They have no other assets.
They better not get Chris Paul. But they
have no assets. They can't.
But
they literally can't.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good players coming.
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
who do you take? Kyrie, Jimmy Butler, Kemba Walker?
None of them.
Wow, who do you take?
Here's the thing. So let's say hypothetically, I think the number I'm hearing is 25 mil, right? Which is probably enough to convince a max player to come play for you. 25 million. But the thing is, like I said, they have 6 players on their roster right now. So if you bring in Kyrie for 25 million, you have, and 3 of those 6 players didn't even get any tick this year, right?
Facts.
I think it's 3. I might be low. It might be like 7 players, but 3 of those dudes on their roster didn't even get ticked. So now you got an 8-man roster because you spent all your money on these all-stars, and you got no bench. You have nothing. You know what I mean? So I think you take that 20 mil, give like JJ Redick 15 because you need a 3-and-D guy. Give him something.
Okay.
And then try to get like some smaller scale point guard.
Like who? But why don't you just keep Rondo? What's wrong with Rondo?
No, nothing's wrong with Rondo. I think Rondo's a good fit. But the thing is like, is he a starting point guard now?
But he played on championship teams, level teams.
What is he, probably like 33, 32?
Yeah. LeBron's like 30-something.
If all they want him to do, I mean, at the end of the day, LeBron can basically run point guard. Like, you don't really need a true point guard. I think you just need a guy who can defend a point guard.
Yeah.
You know? And Rondo can be a chippy defender. I think someone like Patrick Beverley is perfect because he doesn't really do anything offensively, but he'll, for the most part, control the other point guard.
He's really good.
So I think giving Patrick Beverley like $5 million, and then
for 5, what's his contract now?
I don't know what he's valued at.
Oh, he better get paid more than 5 a year.
Throw him like 5. This is just hypothetical, but like give him $5 million, and then try to give JJ Redick the rest, and then because then you have shooting because you don't really have that right now. And then you have a starting lineup of Beverley can defend the other point guard. And then you got obviously JJ Redick gives you some shooting, a little bit of defense.
I think you get an all-star.
Like then what?
I would bet on Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker would be dope. But the thing is like
because he's a great two-way player. In my opinion,
a little undersized on defense.
Okay,
he's a decent defender. He's not trash. He's decent,
right? But like, man, like from what I've seen, I haven't seen a lot from Kemba Walker, but his highlights.
Yeah,
bro.
He doesn't get no TV in Charlotte.
No TV in Charlotte at all. And he's getting paid though. Yeah. So like, Kemba might just stay in Charlotte and get that $200 million.
What I'm saying is like, if Jordan sat you down and was like, "Yo, here's $200 million. Stay with us for 5 years." You gonna tell Jordan no? You gonna look Jordan in the eye and tell him no?
I mean, does he want a chip?
Could I? I don't know.
Didn't they give him like $200 million for his whatever?
Bro, Charlotte's not gonna give him a chip. You're not gonna win in Charlotte. They got nothing over there. They got my boy Miles Bridges.
Help LeBron win a chip, play with AD, and hope that it works. I feel AD's gonna be a flop though. It's like Tristan Walker, not Tristan Walker.
Tristan Thompson. Nah, I mean honestly, a healthy Anthony Davis is arguably an MVP candidate.
Why did they trade the whole team?
They had to. He's really that good. Like he
AD
really demands
AD
that much.
AD better show up.
Yeah, honestly, I'm more excited about New Orleans.
They have a squad.
They're about to be.
They have
cold.
first pick and fourth pick.
So they're getting Zion.
They have a squad.
Just think about like straight
they might
up,
win the chip.
Think about the play styles,
talent, bro. And give them
2-3 years.
They might. I think 3 years.
Because depending on how the Lakers do, now in 2021,
who's the Pelicans coach?
Alvin Gentry, who was the assistant in 2015 when the Warriors won their first title. Good coach. He's a good coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you give him a good coach.
Yeah.
Lonzo has a chip on his shoulder because he got traded.
Right.
Zion's
a young gun who's got something to prove. Yeah.
And everybody else.
And they have a fourth pick. Like
I want to see his lobs. That's it. That's
the thing about.
They can go for 40
Lonzo
on lobs.
and Zion are literally a perfect like matchup.
They can go literally 40 for lobs. Watch.
Just run down the court and throw it. That's all you got to do. Because Lonzo can catch it. Obviously Zion can catch it. And obviously Lonzo's a lot better passer, but Zion can pass a little bit too.
Yeah. Zion's a weird player. He's a lefty.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's hard to defend.
I haven't been as excited about a player coming out of college than I have with Zion.
Yeah. I want to see Zion on one side and LeBron. I want to see that game.
That matchup? I feel like LeBron would bully him just because.
Yeah, LeBron's a grown man to him.
He would ask for the ball every play.
But what we're gonna see though is like two dominant players.
Yeah.
Like you see a dunk from LeBron, right again you're gonna see a dunk from Zion.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see back-to-back blocks and stuff.
Yeah. That honestly,
I don't think LeBron can let Zion block him though for his career, for his ego.
Man, can you imagine?
If
that would
LeBron,
be
I'm
all
like, bro,
over ESPN.
I'm like, if you let
passing of the torch? Question mark.
if you let Zion block me, I quit.
Yeah. I really hope that's the season opener. That'd be a fun game to watch.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Because
I think at the end of the day, I think New Orleans robbed the Lakers, and I think the Lakers are going to be in more trouble than people think. They'll definitely make the playoffs. They'll definitely make the playoffs.
I don't get the strategy.
They had to.
Well, are they betting? They betting on like we get some veteran players here, some decent players? Our biggest competition, which is the Warriors, are out. We should win an easy chip. Is that what they're saying?
But the thing is it really an easy chip?
I don't know. Is Kawhi going to stay Raptors?
I mean, that's another thing. I don't know.
Can they do it again?
To me, it's like if you won, why would you leave? You know?
Facts.
That's like the way I'm thinking of it.
And they're up.
It's like I just won a chip. Why would I leave you guys? You know?
And aren't they up for a big contract too? The Raptors?
Yeah, they can afford him. Definitely.
I don't know, man.
I'd like if I'm him, I'm like, why would I leave?
Where's he gonna go? Right?
Why? It sounds like either. I think this is all speculation, but it's either going to be the Raptors or the Clippers, which would be crazy to have Kawhi and LeBron in the same house, different teams. That'd be crazy.
I don't want to see Kawhi in the Clippers. Who's on the Clippers?
A bunch of role players, but they play amazing together, and they have really good coach. Doc Rivers is a demon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haven't
so like no one that's besides Kawhi, no one else would make the All-Star team.
I was saying the Raptors,
but they got a squad. Yeah, my thing is like don't like Siakam's on the come up.
That's your boy.
Fred VanVleet's a school shooter. My man goes crazy.
Kyle Lowry's chunky, but bro, like
he's chunky, but he gets the job done. He's scrappy.
He's scrappy with it. He's like, I want to see Raptors winning that.
I never appreciated him until this year. So this playoff run. I was always like, the Raptors won't beat LeBron because of Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
But I was like, dang, like he really does a lot.
He really does
without doing a lot. Like if you look at his stats, he never really has like a good night. I think he had like 2 big scoring nights in the finals.
But he does so much.
He does so much.
Like that.
He chased down Steph all night long. Fred VanVleet did that too. Those guards, they were prepared for that.
And like, well, I feel like Drake is probably one of the.
My man was on the celebration parade bus. Like, he was on the team.
Let's talk about winning for a second.
And Drake. In general?
And Drake.
Broke the Drake curse, man. Did he break it, though?
Drake's been winning.
He's got a bad track record. He's like 1-10 at this point.
Yeah, didn't he take a picture with Anthony Joshua?
He took a picture with Anthony Joshua, knocked out. Took a picture. He's taking pictures with Kentucky, lost.
But, like, who has he fully supported that has lost?
Like, fully support him?
I think no one.
I mean, no one like he does the raps. Like he went to every game.
Like he might take a picture here and there, like and they might lose.
Yeah.
But like people he fully supported, like even rappers, like he's built careers.
Yeah.
Like who's that? What's that dude's name?
Black Boy JB.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
he was kind of hot though.
Black Boy is still hot.
Yeah. I'm saying like before the Drake cosign.
Yeah, but like
people knew about him. Obviously Drake put him on the radio, but shout out Drake. I mean, Drake really is out here starting careers.
I had a big argument with my boy about Drake and Future. And like I was wrong.
What was the argument about?
Bro, I just felt like Future was just trash, to be honest.
Like forever? He's always been trash?
I feel like he's always...
I saw you tweet about that like last week.
And I was kind of mad at Future because I hated his album. I was like, bro, this man's trash. But then I listened to Mask Off. I was like, a little bit wrong.
You can even go back farther than that.
You can go back farther.
March Madness is one of my favorite songs ever.
So I was a little bit wrong, right? But I do believe
how quickly they forget.
Big facts.
I was thinking about that today.
We started arguing about numbers, and I went back to his numbers. Like he has a lot of platinum tracks. Future sells.
If you put him on a track, people listen.
People listen.
Yeah.
Now the question is that effect because of Drake? And What a Time to Be Alive, because that was a major project. I feel like.
I mean, I'm not gonna like act like it didn't affect him, because
is that the Drake effect?
Doing a collaboration with Drake on a whole album is obviously that's only happened once. So
the Future,
yeah. But at the same time, I don't know.
What if Kanye and Drake didn't beef?
I don't know as far as we'll get to that. I don't know as far as the radio, but I mean, before the collab, everyone knew who Future was.
Yeah, Future was popping.
You know?
But I
don't think like pop people listen to him. But he had that song, which was with Drake, "Love Me" with Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
And
he's been on DJ Khaled's joints for a long time.
And Used to This too.
Mm-hmm.
I can get used. That was a hard.
I think that was after the collab though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was.
So I mean, like, it obviously helped him.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna sit here in front, but
he was his own buzz.
He just wasn't in the radio. I don't think
he was in the radio. I think I just like didn't like him because like I don't know. Man, I'm just hating, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain rappers I just don't like. You know,
like who?
Eminem being one of them.
Yo, why?
So,
because I low-key agree.
Here's like my Eminem thing, right? He can rap. He's probably the best like technical rapper in the game. You know, like.
But is he really, bro?
But like I'm saying, like if you put someone like no beat, stand up on a stage, go head to head, like rap battle style.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone could beat him. The thing is, two things about him. Sometimes he's really corny, and that's just like a put off for me. I just can't. And then the other thing is that I just don't like his music. Like he makes pop rap, and I'm just not into that.
Yeah.
You know, like his old stuff, like when he was with Dre.
Yeah.
Like
was that Dre? You know what I'm saying?
That was like before my time though, so I don't really appreciate it as much. But like he makes pop rap. I don't like pop rap.
So like for me too, I look at M and I feel like he got so much clout because he bridged the gap.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, there's no question he did a lot for the scene.
So I feel like that, and like you look at when it was like a marketing stunt. Like his whole like rap was like gangster rap when he came out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was gangster rap.
Yeah,
and like he was a white kid from Detroit who like was around that stuff but wasn't about that stuff.
Yeah. And
like he was also white, so you couldn't be saying the N-word and none of that stuff.
Right.
So you had to be a good rapper, one, right? And
True.
you had to make decent music too. But like, was it more shock value? Like if you go listen back to his old music without like the 8 Mile feelings, like the movie, like
man, good movie.
Like
classic,
great movie, right?
Classic movie.
Like all that, like that rollout for him was genius.
Well, I mean,
and to this day, I feel like the reason why he raps so hard and he's like doing all this stuff is because I think he knows that like he doesn't really deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Deserve it?
Yeah. Because like, listen, if you're like really that good, right? Because like longevity, like Jay-Z, right? In my opinion, like he's still like consistently dropping really great music.
Yeah.
And like, you might
best
not
rapper of all time.
Of all time, right? Consistently.
Yeah.
And M to be like in his footsteps and not keep up, and he's considered the greatest. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like at what?
Yeah, I mean, my thing is like, like even though I don't really care for Eminem that much, I can still acknowledge that 10 years ago his albums were crazy. You know what I mean? But it's like 4 albums in a row now have been pretty much trash, and we're still calling him the GOAT. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, can you look at any Jay albums and call any of them trash?
No, you can't.
You know?
I also feel like it's just like white people just trying to take credit.
So
for
yeah,
rap.
So that's like the other discussion.
We
is
like
that
rap.
like
M is the greatest. I'm like, bro, don't disrespect me.
The other discussion is like, obviously, like you said, he bridged the gap.
Yeah.
And people listen to what they can relate to at the end of the day. You know, I think there's a lot of white people that listen to M and don't relate to him, but they look like him. Obviously, it's like same skin tone, so he's naturally going to get a lot of popularity off that. And I think that's why he's in the position he is. There's a lot of people out there that still think he's never dropped a bad song, and we all know the skin color of those people. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like you don't, So it's like in the same reason that Logic kind of has that fan base. For some reason,
J. Cole has the same situation.
Yeah, but J. Cole doesn't really make sense though. I think it's just lyrical rappers. Like I think these lyrical rappers bring in a fan base who never leaves, and I don't really get it.
Which I think is genius on the business side.
Yeah,
because we're talking about business, like moving units. Yeah, like an M on your label, a Logic on your label, trying to move units, a J. Cole on your label, a Drake on your label, a Jay on your label. Yeah, like on the pure business, like a million, like 200,000, 400,000, a million units or something. Like, that's just business. Like your investors love that, right? Yeah. On the content of the music. Yeah. And like, I don't know. I just feel like. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I feel like M just falls short a lot. Like he has 5 good songs that everyone knows. Like,
I mean, he's got a lot of songs.
He has a lot.
My thing is that a lot of them kind of sound the same. Like a lot of them kind of sound the same to me. You know.
But he has like Not Afraid. Right?
Yeah, but that's the thing is like those are radio songs. Those are radio songs. I don't want to hear that. You know.
Toy Soldier.
Like,
hey, bro, I'm trying to go back to my childhood, like Toy Soldier.
Like, here's the thing, bro. If you went to a party and someone's playing Not Afraid, you walking out.
But now,
like,
is that just like a cultural thing though? Because like
it's just pop rap. You know what I'm saying?
Well, even like what's hot right now. Because there's a lot of music that like I know that's not gonna last more than 6 months, but I bang.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I think
it's just the nature of music.
It's always changing.
It's always changing.
And
some people just come around at the right time.
One person that like go back a second. One person that I really like but hate their music is Logic. I like Logic as a person, but I just hate his music.
Man. All right, story time.
I cannot listen to Logic. Like I cannot.
Did you like his mixtapes,
bro? No,
you didn't like his mixtapes.
I never.
So, mixtape Logic.
I remember listening to one song like a long time ago, and he used the same rap in a new song, and I was done with it.
He does. He repeats bars now. Now he does, because I think he realized he doesn't have it anymore. So here's my thing on Logic, right? His mixtapes were crazy. The Young Sinatra series, I think there was 3 of them. Mixtapes he was literally my favorite rapper at that point, straight up, because he had old school bars, old school flow, old school beats, and I was like, all right, I mess with this, because that was at the time when I was really into old school music, right?
Shout out to Kuzi, he loves Logic.
I don't know who that is. Shout out. He still does now. I don't
think he does as much now.
Okay, I was gonna say
me and him beef about all.
So his first album, Logic's first album, was, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. Like I liked it a lot. Second album, trash. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I think he's got 6 albums now. Trash.
But his fans like. But his fans are like 12-year-old Mexican kids. I feel like.
Yeah, he just found his lane, bro.
I'm just being real, bro.
I don't know. I think he's got the same fan base as like M does. I think they just found their lane.
M's fan base is like white people. White people who live like. I'm just being honest, bro.
People who listen to rap in high school but don't anymore.
Yeah,
and that's their way of plugging in.
Like you ask them if they like rap, they listen to Eminem.
Yeah, I heard that Eminem song with Rihanna. Man, he's dope.
Yeah, like, but which is they like their AC/DC and their rock, which I think is also dope. But like, they just.
Yeah, I mean that's just a different genre of rap.
Yeah,
and that's how I feel about Logic. He just switched to pop rap. There's nothing, in my opinion.
Pop has the money.
I was gonna say that there's nothing wrong with switching to pop, but you just gotta expect at the end of the day, a lot of people aren't gonna like you anymore. But you're going to have a lot more people like you.
Only person who's done it successfully is Drake.
Yeah,
Drake makes
Drake
pop
and Cole.
hits.
Drake and Cole.
And Cole.
Somehow, J. Cole made it to the radio and people love him.
Somehow.
I don't think he makes pop rap, in my opinion.
Do you think he's more lyrical?
I think he makes just rap.
Okay. Do you like J. Cole?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think he is top 2.
Whoa. Really?
Not of all time of this generation.
Yeah, right now. You have him over Kendrick?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And like I'm a deep Kendrick fan. I just like I've been.
What do you go off of? Do you just go all around?
All around,
okay.
like memories. No, don't get me wrong. Backseat Freestyle. Ooh,
no, I mean,
but like, listen,
Forest Hills Drive is classic. One of my favorite albums of all time.
Forest Hills Drive came out when I was in college, that first year.
Yeah,
and like it was wintertime, and like I was like I hated it. And I was just like, man, I hate school.
You hated it?
Oh, no. I love the project.
Oh, you hated
I just
college?
hated like my situation.
Okay.
And I remember like sitting in the car. It was like an hour 40. How long is it?
It's a long one. Yeah.
That whole time and listening to.
It's probably like an hour of music because there's a few skits in there, I think.
Yeah, listen to the whole like Forest Hills Drive project, and I was like, I loved it, and I was like,
classic,
straight up. That's when I became like a hardcore J. Cole fan, and like. Before I loved him, I was like from Illuminati, like all that stuff, like trying to get people on him. They're like, he's slow, he's boring, Yeah. I'm like, nah, like he's hard. Like listen to what he's saying. Yeah. And I feel like for him to be able to storytell the way he does, but make good music is hard.
It's rare.
I feel like Kendrick is really good at like getting his message across. Like Kendrick almost has the same effect as M does, but for black people.
What do you mean?
Like he knows his audience. Like the last 2 albums he's produced is like for black people.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
especially was To Pimp a Butterfly 2 albums ago.
And I love it. I love him for that.
Yeah,
and he's a crazy rapper. Musically,
what's funny about
he's genius, right?
To Pimp a Butterfly, I didn't like it until me and you had a conversation. You probably don't even remember this. Me and you had a conversation one day.
Yeah,
and we were talking about To Pimp a Butterfly, and I was like, man, I just didn't really like it. Like I listened to it a few times. I tried to, and you were just like, I think what you said to me was, well, it's not for you.
Yeah,
and I was like, what you mean by that? And you were like, you're not going to relate to it. It's not for you.
Yeah, big facts.
So then I went back and listened to it from that perspective of like, stop trying to relate to it. Just listen.
Just listen to music.
And now that's honestly probably top 5 for me albums ever.
Yes, because that album, like the music, the jazz,
bro, the beats. Fine. Oh my god!
But what he's talking about is so real.
Yeah, when I finally like listen to it,
and that's why I give Kendrick like in the top 3 spot. I just want him to like blend backseat freestyle with whatever he's doing next, for me to give him the top 2 or top number 1 spot. Like,
yeah, and he's kind of left like the street sound.
Exactly.
Without like, I wouldn't say he's a pop rapper, but I think he's kind of left the sound, like the sound he came in the game with.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing like wrong. Every artist progresses.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, people are gonna be nostalgic, you know.
Exactly. I
don't think he'll ever drop a Good Kid, Mad City type album ever again.
I think
or just a bunch of street shit.
I think he outgrew it. I want it back though. Yeah. So like for me,
that's the
like
thing. He's probably like 30 now. Like he's getting older.
Exactly.
You know, he's obviously not in the streets anymore.
He's not gonna rap about stuff he doesn't know anymore.
Yeah.
But like for like the whole package, it goes Drake, Cole, Kendrick, like whole package, like influence, like
and then everyone else is just like beneath them.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah,
but like now you
try to rate
like
bars, argue with you.
You try to rate like bars and like that's a different conversation. I feel like Cole's up there. I feel a lot of people put Kendrick first.
Yeah, I think
but Cole's storytelling and foreplay.
I was gonna
foreplays, metaphors and stuff. Like I feel like
yeah. The thing is they're just different. Like I think on paper and looking at their lyrics and stuff, you would probably say Kendrick is more lyrical.
Yeah,
but I think Cole's a better storyteller. So it's all about like your preference.
We can't sleep on Drake. Because Drake has
bars. He said it in the 2 songs he dropped. He was like, everyone thinks my bars are whack until they realize it's facts or something like that. I forget what he said. And it's true though.
He's like, what he said? He was like, niggas got hot because they told on me. When I heard that, I was like, bro.
That's facts. That's facts.
Bro, captions.
Yeah. Meek blew up. Well, I mean, Meek was famous already, but Meek got a lot of popularity off exposing Drake. And telling on him, like Push did the same thing.
Like
it was true. That's a hard line.
It's a hard line, bro.
You soft.
Most captions you see on Instagram today came from Drake or whoever writes for Drake, whatever you want to say.
Bro, most captions you see on a daily basis come from Drake songs.
So like, who really has the most influence?
I mean, there's no argument that Drake's the biggest rapper right now.
For like the past 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't even.
It's a guy from Toronto.
Probably ever since like, what is it? Take Care, the album. No. Yeah, probably like that was it. Like that's when he hit the peak, and he hasn't come down since.
And I hated
He's
Drake.
Only gone higher.
And I hated Drake till Nothing Was the Same.
You did?
Yeah.
You didn't like Take Care off bat?
No.
Ooh.
I know, right? I was a Drake hater, and then I listened to Nothing Was the Same, fell in love with it,
Nothing went back. Nothing Was tight.
And I finally understood him as an artist. I just didn't get it. I was like, okay, so like. Is he like a R&B singer who like trying to rap, or he's a rapper who like what is he like? But then I realized like Drake,
he was creating a wave. That's what he was doing. A wave.
And then like what I didn't like is like rap before that moment wasn't like, it was relatable, but it wasn't as relatable as Drake made it. Like when I was listening to rap music, I wanted to enjoy the music. I wanted to hear Kanye talk about stuff I don't even know. Like I was like, I'm trying to get me, fresh whatever. Like or Kid Cudi humming and like weird sounds, or like Lupe Fiasco, like whoever was hot at the time. But then like Drake came into the game, and it was like I didn't like his music because I realized that like, what I didn't realize is that he was making music for like that was so relatable that it was like if you weren't listening to what he was trying to say, and you're looking for a hot bar, and you're just looking for like him saying I got a lot of money, and you're looking for him to say I hook up a lot of girls. You're looking, like.
He's not really into that. He's more slick with his writing.
Slick.
He won't like straight up say something. My favorite thing that Drake does consistently is he'll give like a shout to some like early 2000s, early 90s rapper.
Yeah.
With like subtly comparing himself to them.
Yeah.
So he'll like give a compliment to a rapper about how dope they are, and then he'll be like, "I'm the same way." You know what I'm saying? That's like my favorite thing he does.
I love Drake.
Yeah, he's slick, man. Bro. One thing we got to talk about is that GoldLink album. Have you got through it,
bro?
Completely?
Yes, bro.
Oh my
fire!
God. I don't want to like be too soon because it's only been a week.
No, it's not too soon.
But it's already in my top 5 of the year so far.
Yeah, GoldLink's been one of my favorite artists. Period. I'm glad he went back to music because he was gone for a minute.
Yeah, he dropped that Crew song and then
he was trying.
Let me just milk the game.
He was trying to do
quick.
fashion or something. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he came back, pieced up Sheck West or something, or got pieced up by Sheck West, whatever.
Oh, he got in a fight with Sheck?
I don't know. Remember that little like over the Justin Sky or whatever? Because I think Sheck West used to be.
I didn't even know about that.
Hey, yo, no allegations. I don't know Sheck West, but
I don't know about nothing.
Accordingly, like something happened, and GoldLink called him out on it, and then like because he was with Justin Sky, or whatever. So that, I don't know. So I guess that happened.
They got in a fight, allegedly.
And then like or something happened.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, or Shaq tried to jump him or something, or jump them. I don't know what happened. Shout out to Shaq West because
he's not a problem.
I mean, unless he beats women, then not shout out to him. But like,
definitely not.
His music is fire. But
yeah, dude.
GoldLink's album.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up the album because I want to go through talk about like my favorite tracks so far.
Freestyle, top 10. Like,
let me go. So we got Joke Ting is probably my favorite song at this point.
Really? Fire.
I love it. Yeah. What else? Yeah, the Tiff freestyle is crazy.
Hard. Hold on.
Tyler the Creator had a wild verse.
Whoa.
That's what I wanted. Like Igor was dope, and I loved it for what it was. But man, I like it when Tyler raps, man. I love it when Tyler raps. When he's in his bag. That verse he dropped on that was crazy.
I'm glad they gave well, I feel like the industry sleeps on Tyler anyway, but
Zulu Screams was crazy.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what I say next. That Khalid track, low key.
Yeah. Khalid did that thing with his voice, made it hot.
I was like, okay, Khalid.
The Push T had a crazy verse on that song. What is Coke White, of course.
Yeah, Coke White.
Man,
Spanish song I think is hard too. And Yard?
Which one is that one? Oh, the song with Western?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the beginning.
We're gonna hit with that copyright if you keep going.
Oh.
Anyway, if y'all haven't listened to this album, you gotta listen to this. Yeah, that one, like Western.
Out of 10, what do you give it? First week review.
Yeah, so this is like fresh.
We should start doing that. We should start doing first week reviews. That's the thing now.
Okay.
So we'll just do like.
It hasn't even been a week though.
Well,
today's Tuesday.
When did it come out?
Friday. No, that's true. It came out early last week, so I think it has actually been a week.
I was about to say. It should have came out.
Let me look at it.
Yo, did you hear Octavian's album?
You like it?
You didn't like it?
I'm like, I haven't completely got through it yet, but what I listened to, I wasn't really feeling.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
I really liked it.
I think I need to sit down and like listen to it all in one. I like to do that. I hate to like on a first listen break it up.
It was
but
how can I explain it?
I just need to sit with it. I feel
like it wasn't a well put together album. Like it didn't make sense.
Wasn't cohesive.
Like the songs they put on it.
Yeah. I just think some of the one of the features on there caught me off guard, and I didn't like it.
Like the ASAP Ferg feature?
The one with Smoke Perp. I don't really like Smoke Perp.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
It just didn't really make sense to me.
I like that. I get what he's trying to do. Like what he's trying to do.
He's trying to come overseas.
Yeah, bridge the gap a little bit more. But it's hard because like London rap is so authentic. Yeah. So like we love that. So for me it was like.
Yeah.
But I love that
I was excited.
I love what he tried to do.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But so on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
The only song I wasn't really feeling was Maniac. I didn't like the hook at all.
Really?
It was like, better watch your back. I'm a maniac. I just wasn't really feeling it. So I think I'll give it an 8. Solid 8. I think the production was crazy. Whole thing was cohesive. The features that he had make perfect sense. Him and Pusha T was crazy. They need to do something more often.
See, this is why I like GoldLink.
I'll give it an 8. And that'll probably go up with time.
You know, I agree with you, bro. I think it's a solid 8.
Yeah. And that's good.
Solid.
That's real good.
So what about Igor? Out of 10. Your opinion.
Let me look at the track list again.
I give Igor a 9 out of 10.
Whoa, really? Is that your favorite album of the year so far?
Or I think I enjoyed musically GoldLink's album better.
Okay.
But like what I appreciate by Tyler is like he makes music that like you don't want to hear good. You know what I'm saying? Like he makes music like you wouldn't think of.
Like you don't want Tyler to do, but it makes it good.
Yeah, like he keeps pushing himself.
Yeah. Like I said, like I want to hear Tyler rap. And this album was dope.
And like he like pushes himself musically and it's like I feel like the whole industry like you listen to him like I feel like songs would be better, but no one does features with him. Mm-hmm. Like, he'd be like, I sent this on to Rihanna, she didn't answer me. I sent this on to this person, they didn't answer me. It's like so he just leaves like the raw version. Yeah. And it's like, okay.
Even though a feature would do it some good. Yeah.
Like imagine Tyler and like
Travis Scott.
Yeah.
That matchup would be
remember
wild.
when Tyler and Frank used to do tracks together? Or that one track, whatever.
Yeah.
Like what's that song?
Tyler and Earl, like
it comes out really well.
I know who you're talking about.
Because like he's a genius. Mm-hmm. And I feel like
my thing about Tyler is he definitely needs,
and he grew up with his audience too. Which I appreciate about him.
By the way, I'd give it a 7. I'd give Igor a 7.
Okay,
I'm there. Just because I want to hear him rap. So if he would have like rapped on it, I would have moved it up.
That's the thing, because he can actually rap, and I feel like
he can rap.
He can. That's the thing, bro.
Big rap. But Yeah, I mean, my only thing with Tyler is sometimes his hooks are a little bit off, at least for me. Because, I mean, he's not like a hook guy. And
he really isn't.
To be fair, not every rapper is a hook guy. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? That's why bringing in someone like you said, Frank Ocean, like someone that can help him do a dope hook.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff
Where's
like
Frank at, bro? We need an album from him.
Didn't you drop one early last year? Frank Ocean? Yeah.
What did he drop?
I don't know. Yeah, you got it.
It was the last thing he dropped was Blonde? Am I tripping?
No. He dropped one last year for sure.
No, he dropped Blonde, bro.
Was Blonde last year?
Blonde was 2016, bro.
No, is that really his most recent?
Yeah, it's his most recent, bro.
What?
That's it.
I swear he dropped.
I was about to say
last
when
year.
he dropped one last year, I totally missed it.
Hang on now.
Frank Ocean. He dropped Blonde.
Was
2016.
that long ago?
That long ago.
Wow, I thought he dropped last year.
I feel like he's gonna come.
Wow, Blonde was 2016.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought that was last year.
He's chilling though. I think he makes $1 million a show.
I mean, there's some artists that just take 2 or 3 years to make an album. Kendrick's kind of like that too.
He is. I think
some people that just put more creativity into their stuff. Tyler's like that. He doesn't drop every year.
He doesn't.
You know. Some people can just crank out music.
Are you into Trippie Redd at all?
Nah.
So he's weird, but like I think he's like musically, he's really talented.
Yeah.
But like I don't like what they're doing with this branding. But he has.
I don't like him as a person.
Oh, what do you do? He do some weird stuff?
Nah, I mean I don't want to get anything wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's got a few domestic violence things over his head. I think so. I don't want to like accuse him of nothing.
See? You know, yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I try not to pay attention, but DJ Academics always keeps me up to date.
Oh, shout out to DJ Academics. Are you excited for the Dreamville project?
Man, I was going to talk to you about that. I think Dreamville, besides TDE, is probably the best camp in the game.
Yeah. I mean, the only camp.
JID had a top 3 album last year for me.
Facts.
DiCaprio too.
Boss is hard.
Top 3. People don't even know about him yet, though. That's the crazy thing.
Really?
Yeah.
He did not drop the most on fire album like 2 years ago.
Because like his biggest hits are always with Cole. So people see that and they're like, okay, well, he's really not that hot. You know, he's only hot when he gets to the feature.
Atlantics. Oh, that's.
I just want people to listen. You know, like listen to Kaz.
But to be honest, when I hear my honest opinion, the 2 songs they dropped, I liked them, but I didn't love them.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the first one? Like the rap one.
Is it that one? Whatever. Down Bad.
I love that beat. Is crazy. Beat is crazy. JID's verse was nuts.
Cole's verse was good.
Yeah, everyone else was good. JID went nuts, but everyone else did all right.
I don't know. I feel like I like the music, but I wasn't like, oh.
Okay.
But maybe
I fell in love with the beat, so that's why I really like that song.
Maybe I'm just like too.
And the second one, like it was good, but I didn't make a playlist or nothing.
So more music news? Did you listen to the YBN and Chance song yet?
Yeah.
Hard.
That song is great, bro. YBN. Corday? Is that how you say it? Corday.
Bro, Corday is.
He doesn't even belong in that camp. Why is he with them?
I can't wait till he takes YBN off.
I think
this goes by Corday.
It seems like a brotherhood, and they're just like friends.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even make sense why he's over there. Why are you with the hood rappers, like the street dudes?
Well, I think the story is they used to play games together, and that was like their crew.
Oh, really?
And they started rapping.
Like a Call of Duty clan or something?
Yeah, something like that. I think that's like the story.
That's tight.
I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense why he's there. He has bars. He can tell stories.
Bro, he's really good.
It seems like he has really good beat selection. Who's ever making his beats is nice.
My boy said...
Him and Chance is a perfect combination.
And we got old Chance back.
Yeah.
And I'm praying to God that like we have at least 3 songs in Chance's new album. We have old ass rap Chance. Yeah. Like, I'm trying to tell people like, yo, like Chance is dope. Like,
people don't like Chance?
Bro, people be hating on Chance, bro.
Really?
Yeah, people don't like Coloring Book.
I thought everyone liked him.
People didn't like Coloring Book. Like, he talks about God too much. I'm like, bro, bars. Like
that. Yeah, that was nice.
Like he had a line in that song. He was like something about his U-Haul and where did his art go. And I was like, oh, that's hard.
I think people are just nostalgic. Like acid rap is gonna be a top or a hard album for him to top. You know?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean he's bad. Like for me, like J. Cole, like Forest Hills Drive is gonna be a hard album to top for him.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean he's bad now.
Facts.
Just means he dropped a dope album. You know?
He
Kendrick, like To Pimp a Butterfly is gonna be hard to top.
I think Kendrick has 3 classics. That's what I gave.
What are the 3? Good Kid, Mad City?
Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and then Damn.
You think Damn's a classic?
Yeah. You disagree?
I don't know. Me personally, I don't go back to it. When I hear it, like when I hear some of the songs off there, obviously I'm jamming, but I don't really go back to it. Like I go back to the other ones.
Is it one of those things again where it's like wasn't for you? You think?
Nah, I think it's just like
one thing I did hate though is like Humble being the biggest track and like no one knew what he was trying to talk about.
Humble?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like there's songs on there that if you play, I'm gonna know every word. I'm gonna be singing, you know. But I just don't go back to it.
Want to hear this? My quick story about Humble. Did I tell you about this already? All right, I went to this little get together, and it was like, it's Grand Rapids, so EGR, a bunch of white kids, and like they were like listening to like some radio, right? Okay. And then me, Parker, I think Albert walk in.
Try to keep the mic like in front of you.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Just like lift it up a bit.
I mean, it keeps going down though.
If you go like. That's fine.
Anyway. And then like
you were at a party or something?
Yeah, and like they saw us and they looked at us and it was like this quiet.
I've seen that look before.
And they played Humble. And I was like, cool.
Yeah.
They kept playing Humble. Like
over and over?
And over. And I'm like, be humble. And I was like,
the same song?
Yeah, over and over again. I was
I've
so weirded out.
Heard someone and then do
we dipped. Cause I was like, bro, like that's so weird.
What were they playing before you got there?
Like they were playing like pop, like they're playing like Jason Derulo or something.
They wanted to be cool.
I think so.
Yeah.
I just felt a type of way about it.
They were playing Jason Derulo.
I think so. They're playing like Jason, like whatever, some pop radio. Yeah. Like it was cool. Like they're drinking IPAs and whatever. Shout out the founders. But like they're doing their thing. It was like cool, and we hung out. And, like we're just like play beer pong and things. But like I don't know.
I've never heard someone play the same song multiple times in a row.
It was
at a party.
It was like weird.
That's
and they
weird.
all kept on getting like hyper and hyper off it, and then like it was like they're forced. They wanted to see us like dance.
Look, man, we like this music.
Yeah,
I've seen that before.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, it's boring. I was like, yo, I was like, y'all trying to dip? They're like, yeah,
20 a gram and then leave.
Easy.
Yikes. Whatever.
Jeez.
Let me see. I wrote down. We talked about basketball. I wrote down a few things we had to talk about. We talked about finals. Anthony Davis, the GoldLink album. Okay, I think that was everything.
Check.
What else? Did we talk about the Drake tracks?
No, we didn't.
Money in the Grave.
Hard.
Drake and Ross, man.
Classics.
They need to drop a collab album.
That's what the world needs.
Can you imagine? It would be so out of the corner because like no one would expect that to be like an album. But that's every single song, every song they sound good on together.
Bars.
Every song. Ross doesn't get his credit.
But you want to know something crazy? I like the first track better than the second track. And I feel like everyone likes the second track better than the first track. But I love Drake rapping like that because like that's how I be feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I be feeling like people got hot because they told on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I'm the biggest artist. I gotta play smarter. You feel me? Like
I mean naturally,
all these one-liners. I feel like Drake be like taking how I feel and put it in a song. He's
slick, man.
He's slick with it.
Real slick. I mean, Money in the Grave is gonna get more clout just because of the format of the song.
Yeah, and
but when Drake raps, he's nice.
Yeah,
like he dropped God's Plan like 2 years ago, and with that he dropped Diplomatic Immunity. People didn't even talk about that song
because his fans don't like him.
If you go back, but that's what I like when he does that. He drops 2 tracks. One's the pop song, and one's for the people who want to hear him rap. He always does that. Diplomatic Immunity, man, that song is hard. And I think this new track along those same lines. Like if you listen to it,
bro,
really peep what he's saying.
Two birds, one stone. 30 for 30, The Ride. Like
30 for 30 doesn't get enough credit.
No, The Ride doesn't get from Take Care of The Ride with The Weeknd. And he's just rapping for like 5 minutes. Yeah. I be playing it. People are like, oh, cool. Can you play a Never song? I'm like, I hate you guys.
Maybe that's why he's so big though. He does a little bit of something for everyone.
Facts.
You know, like some people want to hear that stuff.
I feel like I'm gonna play my kids Drake, and I just can't wait to play on 30 for 30.
I don't think they'll like it, bro.
You don't think they'll like it?
Nah. Just naturally, like kids.
You didn't like Biggie, bro?
Kids hate. You think my parents listen to Biggie?
Oh, I mean,
come on now. I had to discover rap on my own.
Yo, you know what? Low key, me too. My parents are like, quick story time. My parents were like super like Christian.
Okay. Did you start with Christian rap?
Not even, bro.
That's how I started.
Where we didn't listen to any secular music. We didn't have secular TV. Like I remember it was like Sky TV or something. That's what we watched.
Yeah.
Like I remember going to my friend's house and seeing SpongeBob. I'm like, Mom,
what is this?
What is this? The first rapper I ever listened to was Kanye West. And the song was Jesus West.
Hey. They probably didn't like that.
Yeah, my mom actually really liked that song.
Really?
Right?
That's a good way to start.
And then LimeWire and like, you know, so then we got computers.
Right.
So I got into the music stuff.
All the viruses on the computer.
Oh man, all the time. So I think it was like first it was Kanye, I think was my first rapper. Then I found Jay-Z. And then I went super new school. I think I went like Kid Cudi, Luffy, Fiasco, all around that time.
Okay.
And then, so that must have been like, when did Jesus Walk come out? Whenever that came out, was it like,
might have been middle school?
Were we in middle school? Elementary school?
I think so. Because you're saying like Kid Cudi and stuff. That's like middle school.
I'm jumping around. I don't know if it was around the same time.
I'm not sure.
But anyway, Kanye West was the first rapper.
That's a good place to start.
It was a really good fit. That came out, hold on, in College Dropout. Hold on.
Was it on College Dropout?
2004.
Wow. I was 7. I wasn't even on rap yet. College Dropout came 04?
We're the same. Are we the same age?
I was born in 97. We're the same age right now.
So I was 7.
And you were already on rap?
I was on rap.
Damn. College Dropout came in 04?
But did I listen to when it came out? Or did I listen to it later?
Yeah, I had to. So
maybe I listened to it when I was like 12, 13, and I found Jesus
and then you
Walks.
went back?
Okay. Only people my mom let me listen to was Michael Jackson. And Jackson
Nothing wrong with that.
No wrong.
Yeah, I grew up on
I used to sing like him and play
Christian
piano.
music and stuff, but my mom especially, she loved Jay-Z. I was
about to say, what? Your mom from Jay-Z but not Biggie,
Michael Jackson. And then my dad loved like Frank Sinatra.
Oh, the blend.
And like the Temptations, Earth, Wind, and Fire and all them.
Yo.
So I grew up on good music, just not rap. But I mean, the good thing is, especially like the Temptations, a lot of that has kind of transitioned over the years, you know?
Bro, I love
Temptations. I think that's where my love for it comes from. That's what I'm saying.
It's been too long. Bro, I can listen to Otis.
I think that's where my love for it comes. Because like growing up, I listened to good music.
Yeah,
like good
same.
So R&B, soul, and then I guess Frank Sinatra's jazz.
Yeah.
And so like I appreciated good music. And then I find these rappers who actually take care and put that type of production into their music. You know what I mean?
I love heavy samples. I love music like that. Heavy samples and like really good production.
Man, when I hear a good sample and then a rapper goes crazy on it, like,
I mean, you know how hard that is?
I think that's why I like Sango so much.
Sango.
Like, when I hear a Sango beat, I get excited because he's always sampling something.
Samples on samples on samples.
Always. I don't know. You ever seen the Rhythm Roulette series that Mass Appeal does on YouTube?
No.
So what they do is they take, I don't know if it's their producers that they've signed, but they take a producer, take him to a record store, and they buy 3 records, or they let the artist or the producer pick out 3 records.
Oh, they make a beat on the spot, right?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
So then they take each of the record and find a song, sample it, and make a beat.
I've seen that.
Sango went on there, oh my God. Ninth Wonder was on there. His was crazy. Yeah, he had, I think it was the Temptations. I think he took a Temptation song and flipped it. One that I had heard growing up too, which was crazy. But I think that's like where my love for it comes from. Because like I grew up listening to this music. So when I hear a producer take it and flip it and put it over a beat, it's like...
And one thing people might know because they know you. Like, you can rap.
Me?
Yeah, that's the craziest thing. So when we get in that project...
What's up?
That's a real question.
The Takeaway album.
Yeah, I got a couple bars for you, bro.
Let's drop some diss tracks.
Bro, please let me
Pick your host.
Let me do it.
We'll go at each other. Yeah. So my discovery with rap, growing up, I could only listen to Christian music until I was like 16. So like I discovered rap real late.
So you're 16?
Real late.
Well, how old were you when we met?
Probably right around there for real.
So you started
16?
rap?
Are you a freshman when you're 16? Aren't you?
No.
Like 15 or 16?
I was a freshman when I was like
15 maybe?
When you were a freshman?
14? Okay. So 14 is like when I discovered rap. Because I know the first album I ever got It was Chief Keef, Finally Rich.
Oh my god.
That was the first time I listened to non-Christian rap, bro. My mind was blown. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. And then I went back.
You know what happened to Chief Keef? But like, he had bangers, bro. Now he's just dropping weird music.
Every now and then he comes up with a hot song.
Yeah.
But
I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to like find his different way.
He got famous when he was a kid.
Yeah. He's still a kid.
It took him over, you know what I mean?
Man,
so, I think he blew up when he was like 17. But yeah, that was like the first album I ever got. And then I had to go back. And I'm still in the process of going back. Like there's a lot of rappers, like especially old school rappers that I haven't really given time to.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta go Method Man, Redman, you gotta go Biggie.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like it takes a while.
Yeah.
Especially with like Wu-Tang. Because all those members, and then you gotta listen to their own albums, and like just 2 years ago I finally got through all of Jay's discography. Whenever he dropped 444,
yeah,
I like listened to it and I love that album so much. I was like, all right, let me go back and listen to everything.
Jay has been so consistent. Him and Drake are probably two people that I've seen that have been so consistent with good music, like good rap music that can play forever. Like I feel like Drake has more replay value than Jay-Z does.
Yeah, but he's more pop than
Jay. But
Jay.
like, it's a hard knock life for us. Like that's hard.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. It is interesting that Jay's like transitioned to the radio without changing his style. You know,
he made the world come to him. Same thing Drake did. Let's talk about making the world come to you.
I don't even know where to start on that. Just like knowing your role, knowing your lane.
Well, like so like I believe that like some business talks from Gems
we got to
be dropped.
We got to.
I believe that heavy. Like, bro, I feel like you should make the world come to you. Like,
we'll break that down. What's that
so
mean?
like whatever you end up doing, whatever you end up spending your time with, like whether it's being a teacher, a business person, I don't care what you do. Like the way you do it, obviously there's rules in like life and regular whatever. Try to be unique and make the world come to you versus you trying to like add your stamp on the world, if that makes sense. Like
don't conform.
Like don't conform.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's like,
I mean, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Like there's a lot of rappers who get pop off of their style and their unique personality or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they switch and go radio. They end up making more money faster.
Exactly.
But you lose credibility and
you lose longevity.
It seems like you don't enjoy it as much, you know.
Like I feel like being authentic, making the world come to you, like you're saying, like especially music.
Yeah.
Like Jay has a career because he made the world come to him. Like the way he rapped, the way Drake rapped. Drake didn't like, oh, you trash, bro, stop singing. He didn't stop doing it.
Yeah, it's true. They're both like pioneers. Jay was like the first
Wayne,
swag rapper.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Jay was the first one to like flex on every track.
You know what I'm saying?
And then Drake was the first one to combine R&B and rap.
You know what I'm saying?
Or so he's not the first one because Lauryn Hill was doing it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, a lot of people did it, but like
he took it and ran with it for real. Yeah.
And I feel like, you know what I'm doing, what we're doing is just like, I make the world come to me. Like I only want to win if you're playing my game. Like it's hard for me to like, and I was talking this with one of my other good friends. Is just like I'm either in or out. Like it's hard for me to like, I'm not really like somebody that can like, I don't know. So like for me it's like I'm in or out. So we have to play the game that I want to play. Yeah. If we're gonna play a game, and I feel like like I naturally make like things come my way versus me like chase after it, if that makes sense. Anything that I chase after too doesn't work out that well for me. Like it's hard for me to execute because it's not authentic. Yeah. Like I'm trying to do something.
And it's hard to get passionate.
Like I'm super like So
I think a lot of that's a confidence thing too. You know, like a lot of people are afraid. It's something you talk about all the time. Like a lot of people are afraid to bet on themselves.
You got to,
because they're not confident in their ability or their product or something that they're doing. You know, but it's I think
confidence is 90% of it.
I'd agree.
And talent is the other 10.
Yeah. I think confidence is huge.
Huge.
Like if you don't believe in yourself, no one's going to.
Yeah, no.
Or believe in what you're doing, no one's going to.
Like people believe in people who believe in themselves. Isn't that crazy?
Because it's rare.
It's rare. You're talking about whatever, like a job situation and like people making bad decisions or whatever, or you know, like it's hard like to be in a company and like you know, like follow somebody you don't believe in. I feel like so like, and someone who's like me, who's like an entrepreneur, like I have to like do my own thing. Yeah, make the world come to me. Is like I always try to get people to have buy-in with me, and like sometimes it slows me down too, because like I want you to believe in me. That gives me energy.
Yeah.
Like that makes me go harder. Like if you're just here just for a paycheck, it's kind of hard for me. Like, well then, like, well, I can get you money, bro.
Yeah.
Like, are you willing to like build something with me? Great, right? And it's like that buy-in on both ends. I feel like is huge.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
So make the world come to you, bro. Number 1. 2, confidence.
Confidence.
You gotta have some talent, though.
Confidence is key, man. That's like universal. But the thing is,
not cockiness though. Confidence.
Yeah, there's a major difference.
Confidence is silent.
Cockiness is arrogance.
Yeah, cockiness
it's
is
just
loud.
Another word for arrogance.
Like Parker was telling me a quote. Like you have to tell people what you're good at.
You're not good at it.
If you have to announce in the room what you're good at, then like it's not for you. But if you have this, like if you're around people and like they're like, hey, like should I do this? And be like, yeah, bro, you're good at it. You should.
Mm-hmm.
Like then you know you're actually good at it. Like the loudest in the room is probably like not. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The loudest and flashiest in the room isn't really all that.
Yeah, are people who like to like
I've seen that 100 times.
Project being more successful than they actually are. Like say things are not like all that is gimmicky, and we have to be super careful because it's like people are watching.
Yeah,
and you got to execute at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah, I think going back to what you said, I think confidence is so key because at the end of the day, like if you're missing a talent or a skill, you can bring that in. Like start with confidence, set that foundation of set out your goal, whatever your objective, and then you can bring on whatever skill that you're missing down the road. You know what I mean?
And I think the biggest thing on top of confidence too, just geek on some business stuff, like education. Like I feel like a lot of people that I run into like stop learning after school is done. It's like you can't stop learning.
You gotta be a lifetime learner.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And it sounds
tough.
good, but like real life, like you really gotta be learning stuff because
yeah.
like I learn as I go, but like I've been spending the last 6 to 8 months really learning more about like what I'm doing, what I'm trying to accomplish, because it's like it just like speeds you up. Like go read Steve Jobs' autobiography, learn how he like he built something great,
right?
So I feel like all these kind of things like go read,
Yeah, I mean it kind of goes back to what we were saying. Like you definitely should do it your own way, but you should learn from people who have done it before you. You know, it's not like don't copy everything Steve Jobs did, for example.
Yeah, you're not Steve Jobs. You can't.
You might be able to read his story and pick up something that you can implement into your own plan.
Yeah,
your
it's
own
like
scheme.
You're just learning,
and you're still keeping it authentic.
It's learning, right?
Yeah.
Like learn as you go. Like everyone has learned from that's how humans I feel like work. Like we're all connected anyway, so we just learn through different ways, of course. But you just learn by watching. You learn by being around it. So like we all saw what Steve Jobs did.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the tough thing about getting people to get educated is that there's no payoff. It's not like if you read a book, you get $100. It's all long term, and people, you just got to understand that.
You got to like delay instant gratification.
Yeah.
It's like,
but we live in such like a right now thing.
Then you're gonna lose.
Yeah,
you're gonna fake it.
Unless you're a one in a million.
We know, bro. Like I know when you're faking it. I know how hard I work for everything I have. Yeah. So I know when someone's not. Like when someone is BSing it.
Yeah.
Like how much money you make, right? What are you doing? It's not connecting the dots, bro. Like it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Sure, like I'm not doubting like that you can't make it happen, but it's just kinda like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean at the end of the day, like unless you're a one in a million type person, you're not born with all the skills necessary or all the knowledge necessary.
Big fact.
Like there is something that you have to learn. And whether that's through watching YouTube videos, reading, listening to great podcasts, like you ever heard of the Takeaway podcast?
Yeah, I heard. I think it's one of the hottest
something like that. That's
out.
a great one. But just like constantly learning. At the end of the day, no matter what you're doing, you're probably not the expert.
Oh yeah, never try.
Especially if you're young.
Never be the smartest in the room until it's time to be the smartest in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm always learning. Even for people who I don't feel like. Even people who don't look like, not what I feel like, who are the smartest. Like, you can learn from everybody.
Yeah. That's everyone has something you can learn from them.
Yeah.
Whether it's a mistake they made or a success that they did. Like, everyone has something.
And just dive deeper.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been in rooms with really cool people and they ignored somebody because I was just young, because they didn't look the coolest, or they didn't look, someone I needed to talk to, and then being a difference maker. And I realize that happens to me a lot. Like, people, like, look at me and, like they pass, like, they'll look at me and, like, they'll be like, oh, some black, whatever. Like, I don't like look at the way I dress, the way I come off. Like, I'm not someone you would think that's like doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, be careful about, who you think is a mover or a shaker. Like, it's just funny that when I walk in rooms and like, because like, now that I'm winning and I'm like, whatever, like, I can sense other winners more. And like, it's funny because like, we're the ones that like 9 times out of 10 we get overlooked. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna come to me first in the room unless you know who I am. Yeah. Not saying I have something to give you or some value or I'm the greatest. I'm not even saying that. It's just funny to see like a lot of people who are like boasting and faking and like who have quote unquote clout. People do everything for quote unquote clout. Like they're the ones that you run up to, and it's like you do have something to learn from them because they've learned how to build a reputation and brand that's outside of them. The bad thing is that they can't execute. So it's like, it's all fluff.
Yeah,
they talk a good game, but
yeah, which is a shame too because there's a lot of people who really know, like you said, reputation. They really know how to build that. Yeah, and use that for their advantage. Yeah, but it's like either the work doesn't, like they don't, for whatever they're doing. If they're an artist, like they're not releasing soon enough or often enough, or they're making a song a year or something,
That's not consistent.
Like, dang, like you really have this ability to be contagious. Like people really gravitate towards you. And it's like, that's a skill. You need to hone in on that.
I think it was Peter Thiel. And Peter Thiel is like a dope investor, like from PayPal to a lot of different things. But he was talking about you become what your environment is. So like that's another thing people should like check themselves before they wreck themselves on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
look who's in your circle.
Like, yeah, like why are you a rapper? Because like 5 of your friends or people that are in your world, in your culture are rapping. Yeah. Like, I don't know. If you have been making music since you're like 6, I don't think you should be making music. Yeah. If your mom got videos of you rapping and singing, like you probably. Yeah. Not saying you can't make it happen, but like it's like the NBA thing. It's like 1 in a million. Like you gotta be built like LeBron or can shoot like Curry, or like have hands like Kawhi, to like. Not only make it, but be great. So like,
I mean, that's kind of an education thing too. Yeah. Like, you're making music, you should be studying the greats.
Exactly. Or
like,
just put the work
in. The chances of you being born with the ability to make incredible music is so rare. It's 1 in a million. Like the chances of you being born with that, but you can learn it. Like if you truly study the game. Exactly. You can learn how to make crazy beats. You can learn how to flow. You can learn how to write. You know what I mean? So it really comes down to everything. Like you can become educated in music in the same way that you can become educated in business or cooking or anything, really. Especially nowadays.
It's so easy.
Like we don't have to go to the library to learn how to do something.
Exactly.
You can pull up a 5-minute tutorial on YouTube. All of a sudden you know how to cook.
Is that your fingertips? People hit me up asking like, yo, how can I make money? I'm like, bro, Google it. Literally Google how to make money. Yeah. Like I know
there's literally videos on YouTube that are titled like how to make money online.
Yeah, literally.
How to make thousands a day or something.
Literally. So I'm just like, yo, like it's easy. Yeah. But I always like just get at people like, why you want to make money? Yeah. So you can like flex on Instagram. Been there, done it. It's not worth it.
It's whack.
I tried it, yo. Yeah. Thought it was cool.
I went through that stage.
Me too.
I went through the
flexing stage.
Hitting up photographers. Yo, I'm trying to model. Face ass.
Yeah. Just doing which way too much. Yeah. I feel like, coming from like a smaller city too, like everyone's trying to make it, that crab in the barrel thing. So like everyone's trying to have a hot Instagram, let people know what's going on. Yeah. You getting the likes,
crazy.
You getting the clout. Yeah. I'd rather just be good.
Yeah. I definitely went through that, especially man in high school. I used to be so weird about this stuff, man. Like if I tweeted something, this is no shame in saying this. If I tweeted something and like 30 minutes go by and I got no love on it, delete.
I think that's kind of smart though.
But it's like whack. Like why am I thinking about it that much?
Well, it's kind of smart though.
And now I'm just at the point where it's like
you don't care.
There's a reason I felt like tweeting it. Like leave it up.
See, I'm someone who like never.
It's just
really
like whack. Like I used to do that with Instagram too. Like in high school, if I throw up a picture and didn't get love, like delete it. It's like you really care that much? Really?
It's funny.
And now I'm just like I don't care.
I feel like I don't get a lot of love on my social media as much as I feel I deserve. Yeah. I see, but it's like, dang. I feel people take my stuff too and like re-say it. And I'd be like,
caption stealing?
Yeah, and maybe like low key getting like more retweets on me. I'm like, well, probably my grammar's off, probably didn't make any sense, so I get it. Like, they made it make more sense, but it's just funny, bro. Yeah. People definitely take my shit. But like, it's dope. Yeah. It is what it is.
It's whatever.
Vlog coming soon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You said that last week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's about that time.
It's been a week. What's up?
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it ready.
Been recording?
Oh, yeah, we got it ready, bro.
Bet. Can I see a little preview after this?
Yeah, I'll show it to you after this.
Bet. I'm excited for that. I've been thinking about doing something like once a month. I've been thinking about kind of like doing like a fitness journal.
Ooh.
And recording like my struggles.
Ooh.
Like every day I do like a daily checkup over a month. And talk about, here at the end of the video, talk about, hey, well, here's what happened this month.
When do you work out?
What time? Yeah. I try to If I work out, I wake up at 6. Get to the gym like 6:15.
We should work out together.
Would you be up at that time?
Yeah.
Yeah? Not doing nothing else? I try to work out from like 6 to 7:30.
Okay.
Do some cardio, lift a little bit.
Yeah, I need to figure something out.
Yeah, come on. Planet Fitness, 10
Right
minutes
down
on
the
the road.
street.
Yeah.
I be slipping, bro.
I got the black card too, so you don't need a membership.
Oh,
unless you have one.
I mean, I'll just get a membership, but
Yeah. Pull up. We'll start going.
yeah, I'm trying to get my body ready, bro. I'm trying to get my Michael B. Jordan on.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to be fit.
Yeah. So, but that's what. So I've had that idea of doing like a fitness
I think
journal
that's smart.
a lot, but the thing is like, is it worth the time investment for me? Like,
Yeah.
I think what I need to do is just give it a shot.
So
and
many
then
people
find
can
out
relate
if
to
I
that.
love it. You know?
I relate
That's
to
like
that.
my thing. It's like
People.
I
love
want to
it.
enjoy doing it.
People enjoy it. You
I'm
would
saying
enjoy
like
it.
me.
You would enjoy it.
Like if
Keeps you on track.
Yeah, it would definitely keep me
'Cause
accountable.
every day you have to check in.
Yeah.
People are waiting for you to check in.
Yeah.
You put the video together. Like, if people are saying I can do it, I can do it.
Yeah. That's my thing. I just want to
If
like
you can do
motivate
it,
people.
who else can do it?
Yeah.
If you can do it, you can do it.
Yeah. True.
Take
And
your
I
own
think a lot of
advice,
people
bro.
could learn from like my health journey.
Facts, bro.
Because I struggle with a lot of the same things that a lot of people
Bro,
struggle with.
how much pounds did you lose the first time around?
120,
Look at that.
120. Yeah. But that's the thing is like I learned from
That's
that because
crazy,
I didn't
bro.
do it right.
Big ups.
I didn't do it right.
Maybe you didn't do it right.
Like I was under eating, and I just like adjusted my body to be okay with that. And I learned how to function on not a lot of calories.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't do it right because it wasn't sustainable.
True.
You know, I lost it all, and then
So-
over the course of a year, I gained like 30, 40 pounds.
So you should also work on the mental side of it too. I was
Yeah.
talking to my friend Liz, shout out to Lemon Bowl, and she was talking
Big
about
shouts to the Lemon Bowl.
yeah, big
Always
shouts out.
showing love.
Always showing love. She also like lost some weight, and she said that you have to lose the fat kid identity too. Like the issue is that like you can do the tips, the tricks, you lose the weight, workout, but like you also have to lose. You have to mourn the death, lose that identity of Sam being the fat kid. You're comfortable with Sam being the bigger guy.
Yeah,
That's who
I
you've
was
been your
used
whole
to it.
life.
Yeah,
So like it's not that like your strategy was off, your
Right.
mental was off.
right.
So as soon as you lost the weight, you got to your goal. That was your goal.
Mm-hmm.
You got there, but then your quote unquote fat self, that identity is still there. So now you're a different Sam, and you haven't moved into that Sam yet.
Mm-hmm.
You're still the Sam who was. Everyone's like, oh, Sam, he lost a bunch of weight. Like that's not your identity anymore.
Right.
That was
Now
high
it's got to
school
be like
Sam.
a switch.
You're grown up now.
Right.
This is Sam. This is I own a media company. This is what I'm doing. Like you're a different Sam now. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
even with me too. Like I'm realizing that like I went from Vincent whatever to this Vincent, and like I completely went all in on whatever I thought I needed to do, which is like business success, money success. Completely forgot about my body and my health and my well-being, and realized that like none of that stuff matters without this being good.
Right.
And I realized like after I was sick for like 2-3 weeks, I was like, oh my God, my knees messed up. Like I'm doing all these things for like whatever reason, but like I won't be able to enjoy it if I keep going the way I'm going. You know? So I'm trying to lose that identity too of like being like the out of shape business guy. Cause that's kind of my identity too. Part of it, right? Is like Vincent's dope. He owns a restaurant. He's people call me, you look healthy, boy.
You look healthy.
I'm like, yo, I need to lose some weight, bro. Be honest with me, bro.
Yeah.
You know? So like
my biggest thing is like for me, because I deal with food addiction, like straight up. So like my biggest thing is I want to help people like navigate that. You know, like is there something I'm doing that helps me avoid it? You know, like different tips and stuff like that. And then also like it would help me to be transparent about my struggles. You know, like yo, yesterday I fell and I ate a bunch of nonsense. Or maybe here's my strategy to pay for it. You know,
maybe
what I mean?
you don't cripple yourself if you do it though. Maybe you're like, yo, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because like you being healthy is not just for August 2020, right?
Yeah.
It's like a life goal.
Yeah. And
So,
but that's where I'm at now is like I lost all that weight in a really unhealthy way.
Yeah.
And so like now what I'm doing now is I'm
Circling
learning
back,
how to be
manage it.
healthy. You know, like it's not before it was all about losing the weight. Like that's all I cared about. I didn't go to the gym, none of that. Like I didn't care. But now it's like I want to be able to pick up healthy habits so I can pass that on to my kids, so I can pass that on to other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's why like it kind of feels like a restart. Like over these past 6 months,
That's cool.
I've had to like learn how to be healthy. You know,
That's cool.
like I know how to lose weight, but now I'm learning how to be healthy, and it's just like a different thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like it'd be not only good for me, but good for anyone listening to be a part of that journey.
I'll tune in.
You know, you'll be a part of it.
Are you part of it?
6 a.m. See you
Let's
at the
do
gym,
it.
coach.
See, you training me, bro. I'm not a workout.
We'll get there.
But I do know I can lose weight and gain weight pretty fast and muscle pretty fast. So I think that's my biggest issue is that like I see difference pretty fast and then I oddly I slow down. I'm like, okay.
I mean, that happens to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's all about routine.
Yeah.
Like if you can go to the gym consistently for 2 weeks, you're probably gonna make a habit out of it.
Okay. So it's 2 weeks is the goal.
Give yourself 2 weeks of eating shit and it's awful and you hate it and you're tired in the morning. But then you're going to realize after 2 weeks, like, okay, this is a part of my routine. I like the way I feel. I look in the mirror, I feel good, you know?
That's what I got to do.
Yeah.
I got to add that, like, to my life. I'm already busy, but that's not an excuse.
What time do you wake up on, like, a normal day? For work stuff?
Before 6:15.
Before? So,
so I'm up already. But
what are you doing? Just, like, checking emails and stuff?
I just learn.
Okay.
I read a book or I, like, chill.
Yeah. That's what the gym time is for me. Listening to audiobook or listening to podcast.
And then, like, by 7, like, you're with me in the morning, like, by 7, my day is, like, gone.
Okay.
And, like,
what happens, you have time between, like, 6 and 7?
Like, 7 to 12 is crazy. Like, it's a speed rush. Then I come back after 12. Okay. Maybe 2 sometimes. Matters the day. Yeah. So, what I'm trying to do is, like, okay, let me add working out. Like, let me just, like, have an hour for myself. Yeah. I'm not going to wake up at 4 a.m. That's not realistic. Like, I'm working at the same time, but instead of, like, logging yelling around, watching YouTube videos, whatever I'm doing, like, listening to music or just, like, laying in my bed, like, take that 30, 40 hour, 20, go to the gym, make it happen, start my day. Yeah. And, like, just kind of, like, be more.
Yeah, I mean, that's, like, why I enjoy the gym so much, is it's kind of, like, personal time for me. I just put my headphones in, listen to an audiobook or whatever. In your zone. And then I'm learning, kind of, as I'm working out at the same time. Yeah. You know? And then it's also an opportunity for me to start the day without starting it at work. Because, like, normally, like, if I don't go to the gym, the start of my day is work. So it's like I'd still have to take that 30 minutes at work to wake up, basically. Yeah. You know, and, like, get ready to actually work.
And that's the worst, isn't it? Yeah. Waking up.
But it's like if I can do that at the gym, you know? Yeah. Like, start the day.
Endorphins running, get, like, a nice vibe.
Get everything going, like, feeling good.
You be ready.
Yeah. So
smart.
Even on, like, the weekends, it's the same.
Right.
You know?
Nonstop.
Yeah. That's why I like the gym so much. Because it gives me the alone time. And then for 2, like, it helps me kickstart the day better. In my opinion.
I like that.
You know? Go to the gym, kids.
What's that Nickelodeon thing? Go and play?
Is that? I don't think I've ever heard that before.
You didn't see that? When they, like, turn off, like, the TV shows for a little bit, make kids go out and play?
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. I used to be so mad. I'm like, no, I just came inside and playing. Like, your timing's off.
Yeah. Your timing's off.
It's like 4 o'clock. Yeah. I just spent 9 a.m. You know, you're a kid.
I've been playing all morning.
You skip lunch. Yeah. You're exhausted. You play from tag to basketball to, like, you played every game that you can possibly play. Yeah. It's 4 o'clock. Yeah. It's pre-dinner. It's not watching
cartoon
TV.
Times. Yeah.
Cartoon times. And they're like, go out and play. Like, bro. Yeah. And I remember it was the same thing. We always go inside, like, chill out, and come outside around, like, 5. Like, yo. Yeah, we didn't. Nothing's on TV.
What was your go-to cartoon growing up?
Tom and Jerry.
Really?
Favorite cartoon.
That's a good one. That's a real good
cartoon. If you're going more newer, like, newish cartoons, like Kid, not like Family Guy, none of that, or South Park?
Like, I don't know. Yeah, not South Park.
Okay, no. So, like, more like when I was a kid. Yeah, like, I loved cartoons. Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron, banger.
Classic.
Banger.
Timmy.
Fairly Odd Parents?
Fairly Odd Parents, hard.
Yeah. Nickelodeon was on
Nickelodeon had
fire
shows,
back in the day.
I really didn't like SpongeBob that much, though. I was never a big
I wasn't allowed to watch it. That's some funny stuff.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to watch it up until, like, high school. And then at that point, like, I'm not going to watch SpongeBob. Yeah. Yeah. But when it's on, I like it, you know. My favorite cartoon growing up was Avatar. Did you ever watch that? My boy Aang.
When?
I got the whole collection over there.
Fire. Water.
Yeah, that's still one of my favorite shows.
That shit was dope. Firebender, bro. You know how hard I tried to become a firebender?
Yeah, I used to be outside, like,
I wanted lightning so bad.
Yeah.
Maybe I focus my chi.
Focus my chi.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
They had us corrupted.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Was hard. Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Was hard. Well.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Call it a wrap.
Let's call it a wrap. It's like 11. It's like
it's the first. What time is it?
It's a late night episode.
Yeah, it's the first late night.
It's 11:50.
Midnight. Sheesh. Yeah, Vince had a little vacation ting.
Yeah,
so we're filming. We normally film on Sundays. Today it's Tuesday. We're filming. Still gonna get it out on time because grind don't stop. Like I'm running from the cops.
Ooh.
But yep. Shout out to everyone who's
shout out to mental illness.
Big love. Everyone's watching it on their own platforms, which helps us.
Yeah.
The more that we can spread out the viewership.
I appreciate it.
It's good.
I appreciate the love.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna keep it up.
Peace.